What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ, and today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional with Cordy. And yes, we stay on some lit stuff, man. Shout out to my everyday people and shout out to the whole Lucky Nation. We up in this thing getting lit all 2022. Now, let's talk about these modern women. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, it's about to get deep. All right.
Can't even get women nowadays to bring their man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. The attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want him to just pick her because she's so special. But it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to outbeat the competition? What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me. Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect out the womb. We're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect beings. And it's all these men. But but that's good news for me because I'm going to compete. And I'm glad that they've taken themselves out the competition. That's less work for me.
Ooh, what'd you think about that?
You can't.
Modern women not competing, not willing to compete.
I am not about to compete with nobody, first of all. But I do agree with some of the stuff that she is saying. Are you going to switch us to be the big screen?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to compete because just like men are a gift, I'm also a gift. And I do agree that there are a lot of women who will say that just because they are born and they have a vagina that, that's, they're a gift to men and, that's why you should pick me. And I disagree. You need to also be bringing something to the table as well. And there are a lot of women who do think that. They think just because they're pretty, just because, those kind of things that, they have this pick me attitude. Like, I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to be nurturing. I don't need to be supportive. I don't need to help you in your dreams, help drive you, any of those things. And I do agree in that sense, but I don't agree in the sense that I'm going to compete because I do know what I bring to the table. And so I need someone to want me just as much as I want them. And we need to be equally yoked. Like, I think that I want to be with somebody who's driven, who's going to be supportive, who's going to do the same things that I'm going to do for him with me. And neither one of us should be competing. It should be like we're both on the even playing field of like, you want to be with me, I want to be with you. I'm not competing with no other woman for your for your love or for you to decide between us. Like, that's weird.
All right, so now that we got the PC answer out the way, I want to say shout out to all the modern women, but I don't really like modern women or traditional women. I don't like when women say, I'm a modern woman or I'm a traditional woman, because y'all ain't traditional and y'all not modern. Y'all neither or. Y'all either or, y'all neither or. Because y'all be mixed up. Because traditional women lay down and have babies and don't want to work. That's a traditional woman. Every woman I hear on the line talking about she want a man to pay for everything.
Meaning she doesn't work outside of the home. Want a man to
buy everything, all the Gucci purses. That's not a traditional woman. A traditional woman goes home and cooks, cleans, has babies. Y'all just want to have babies and go shopping. That's a modern woman mixed with a traditional woman. So I don't think some of y'all women even understand where the traditional and modern woman. And first of all, and just niggas, we do not want a traditional woman. Understand, you do not want to go to work every day so she can stay home and cook you some listen, most of these women can't cook, so they're going to cook you some tacos every night and ramen noodles. We do not want these traditional women. They not gardening. They not doing all the kids' hair. They taking it to Barbara, the dope dealing beautician. We do not want a traditional woman, okay? And we kind of want a modern woman, but we don't want a headstrong modern woman. This is what she's talking about. She wants y'all modern women to calm the fuck down, because like all this, y'all not wanting to compete, you not wanting to jump through hoops for a nigga. That y'all got to start doing that, because it's not that many of us out here. So y'all got to start, and y'all already competing. Like, how many times do women get cheated on for no reason when y'all could just have a poly relationship? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's not that many men out here taking care of y'all. So y'all got to really try to fight. Y'all got to fight for y'all's rights to be with us. Modern men. Modern men, we do not want fully modern women, and we do not want to go back traditional. Okay, so stop that shit. We need Kevin Samuels is gone. We need to calm this conversation down. We need to bring some realness back to it.
You're gonna need to pipe down a little bit, because
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I don't like modern women, and I don't like traditional women.
What kind of woman do you like?
In between.
What's an in between?
She got to be she got to have a little bit of ratchet and a little bit of class. Because only ratchet women know how to cook and clean, because they've been doing it since they was, little kids. Bougie girls don't know how to clean because they didn't start cleaning until they was about 18, when they was forced to clean a dirty ass dorm. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
You think that, but you also said like you think that women should like compete for men. Why?
Because we compete for y'all. Like every day a man. Well, no, let me say. If I get up, if I'm single and I'm going out to look for a woman, I have to make sure, first of all, my shoes is on point, my teeth is on point, my hair is on point. Because girls look down and up. When you walk up to them, they want to see if you patting your big ass feet in some beat up black Air Force Ones, or do you got some crispy whites. Okay, if you got on some beat up black Air Force Ones, she's dissing you automatically. So you got to compete with, first of all, you got to figure out what type of woman you're going for. Because if you want a hood chick that want to get the brakes beat off of her real quick, she gonna go for the nigga with the Air Force Ones. If you want a modern woman that's a little classy, you got to keep it crispy. So you got to know who you competing with. Are you competing with the gangsters, or are you competing with the pretty boys? Men compete every day when we step out the house. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dolled up right now, but when I get fresh.
Well, I guess I'm just not about to compete with nobody, because I ain't never had to. But I'm also not so high up on this pedestal that I think that I'm the best person in the world. So I'm going to completely always be working on myself. I know one of the things that she mentioned in the video, she said women always feel like, they don't need to work on anything, and there's nothing that they can do better, and it's always the man, and it's always the man. And I do think that is very true. A lot of times we'll say, well, black men, they need to do this, they need to do this, they need to do this, they need to fix this. And a lot of times it's also both of y'all need to fix yourselves, and y'all need to like come into this common ground. I know with us, like I'll tell him certain stuff, about just things that go on, and I'm like, I also have my own certain issues that I also need to work on. So I think that is also true. Like every person has an opportunity to get better each day. And there are some people who are very stuck in their ways, and they always think that other people need to change, and it's always the other people. But you also have to be digging deep inside yourself and like be wanting to change for the person that you're with.
You can't, it's hard to make people change. It's hard.
No, it's not. It hasn't been hard to make you change.
Not me, because I'm changeable. Like, I'm interchangeable. But it's like, there's people
You're
that...
interchangeable. You're trainable. Yeah. You are trainable.
Roof. Anyway, this is how it goes. Men, we don't want to be trained. We want what we want. And especially at my age, like, there's a difference. My age and older, like, at this point, let's say I was single. At this point in my life, I will be trying to figure out if I'm going to just buy the coochie for the rest of my life, or I'm going to just, settle down with a woman. Remember, settle. I'm going to have to settle with every woman I get, because the pickings are slim. And if you want...
The pickings are slim for women?
Mm-hmm.
No. There's...
Good women. I want a modern... with a little bit of traditional. They slim picking. You either get fully modern where they delusional, or you get traditional and it's more.
You could probably be with a traditional woman though.
Nah, I ain't taking care of no woman like that. Traditional means.
No, but you do, like, I honestly think you could be with a traditional woman. Like, you really could. Like, you could. You might not like it that much, but you could.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely.
Yeah, but then here's the thing: most new traditional women always talk about being a home mom, but they don't never talk about being the homemaker. It's always I want him to
I'm
take
talking
care
about
of me.
a real traditional woman. You could be with a woman who did everything at home and was low maintenance, and you took care of all the bills. Like, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that. Like, I know.
But we gotta stop them from watching F and F. Now.
We're not talking about what they would be influenced by, but I'm saying you could do that. Like, you are pretty, you're a provider and a protector, and you do shit around the house and
I do
whatever.
a lot of shit around the house. I do yeah. That's why I say, but
he traditional too, because he be making me some food, be making me some breakfast. He be
I get up
cleaning, he be doing. Yeah, shoot, like
I still cut the grass. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's it, but that's things. Men, I still do traditional man stuff. Like that's stuff that in my life I won't change. Now my kids, on the other hand, they didn't grow up like I did, so they don't do none of the traditional man shit. Like I tried to get my son to cut the grass and shit looking like this.
Well, you gotta teach them.
Yeah, but they ain't got traditional brains either. So we got to deal with traditional kids, non-traditional men and women, and non-traditional relationships.
Ultimately, I think that honestly, people just need to like really stop going with like what the social norms are, what they think is the reality or the perfect relationship, and they just need to live in their own happiness and their own truth.
These are all facts, by the way. These are all facts.
Like, if ultimately whatever works for your family works for your family. Like, if PJ ends up like we have 10 kids and like it's just beneficial for him to stay home with these 10 kids, you gonna stay at home. Like, that's just gonna be it.
Come get your turkey legs. Don't skip leg day on Saturday, okay? Get your turkey legs. All right, don't skip. I'm not just gonna be at home being a homemaker. I'm gonna have a business. See, that's the thing. With me, I'm not even a traditional new modern man that want to stay home. Like we watched that once, the what's that show called where he had the two wives, the two white wives, and he stayed home.
Oh yeah.
He had the two white wives and he stayed home because they made all the money. He was home taking care of stuff.
He was a bum.
But he wasn't doing nothing. See, I would have an online business. I would be doing something like,
he was laying pipe every night. That's all he was doing every day.
Over there, you know what I'm saying? And they was ugly too.
One was big, fat, and ugly.
But hey, man, they pay what they weigh, baby. We was just talking about Charles the White video going up to these women. See, look how ugly they is. And those women are
but
paying.
He's a bum.
Yeah, see, and but that goes to show what our other video is, that these like bum ass dudes cling on to women that pay a lot.
Yeah, sure.
They grow up and be grown men that continue to bum on women. Well, he just lucky and found 2 women to bum on. I mean, shit, he hit the jackpot. Jackpot of bums.
He wasn't even attractive.
And they wasn't even, they modern or traditional. They weren't.
They weren't anything. Like, literally, they both went to work, and he stayed his black ass at the house, and they still cooked and cleaned, and he just chilled at the house. Like, I don't even see the point. They were bragging about, oh, well, we make more than enough money to take care of. Both of them were managers, and he just chilled at the house. He probably about to get a third wife, to come take care of him some more. Like, I don't even know. That was very strange to me. Ain't shit. Nah.
It was. I can't even understand why he would, continuously be a bum. But see, say if a woman was in that position, do you think she would work either?
Oh, with 2 husbands?
Yeah. And they went to work. Came home. She's there with the kids. Remember, she got to make all the babies too.
Yeah. Probably not. I mean,
these women had to make the babies, make the food, and all.
Well, the kids wasn't his though.
Yeah, the kids they probably wasn't making no babies. But what I'm saying is, if in this day and age, if a woman had 2 husbands, she was staying at home, her ass would be lazy. If a man was staying, that guy's lazy. But if I was to stay at home, I wouldn't be lazy. I would find something to do. I would have a job. I'll be doing something, you know.
I don't think that husbands, brothers is a bad idea.
Video over.